Hi everyone, I'm Nancy.
And I'm Stephanie.
And if you enjoy our show, please like and subscribe. And if you really enjoy our show, hit the notification bell. And that way you'll know every time we put out a new video or if we go live. You can also find us on Instagram at Sidley Twins. And we're also on the Twitter. I'm at Nancy T. Sidley.
I'm at Stephanie Sidley.
Yes.
Such original names.
Yes. Well, we're lucky we got them.
I know.
Luckily, nobody was impersonating us back then, so that's a good thing. Today, I wanted to touch upon the newest video that Harry and Meghan have put out in their, I don't believe this is their backyard. I have a feeling it's San Ysidro Ranch.
It doesn't even look like they're together.
I know.
It's like CGI. Pasted together or something.
They just like the way their pelvises are just as far apart as possible. Like they want nothing to do with each other. It's pretty telling, but I leave that for Enrique, the body language guy. That's not my field of expertise. I don't think Archewell is personally giving out the grants, but they were the ones that get to call and tell the young kids that they are part of this Center for Humane Technology. It's part of this Hope Labs. And
that doesn't sound made up at all.
Well, it does. What scares me is it's another thing for censorship. If you really peel back the layers of the onion, which I'm going to do today. But let's take a look at how cheesy and cringy this is first, just to get it out of the way. It's
God,
really
do
bad.
They talk?
Stephanie hasn't seen this yet.
I don't watch videos of them speaking.
Hello, this is Tazine.
Hi, Jazine.
Hi, Jazine.
Hi. Oh my God.
I can't believe that I'm speaking.
Okay, first of all, how does Jazine even know it's them?
And why is she acting like that? That's an actor, right?
Jazine has completely lost her mind. Supposedly they're entrepreneurs.
Oh my God.
And they're trying to make the internet a safer and more inclusive, equitable place.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great. Went from mental health to children and now to the internet.
Yes. Yes. It just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
The Responsible Technology Youth Power Fund is an investment in young people that are shaping a more equitable and inclusive technology future. The Youth Power Fund is supporting 26 organizations from around the United States.
Don't worry, I will go through every single one of those organizations.
Yeah,
not in this video, but I will.
That are focused on the whole spectrum of responsible technology, from harm mitigation to ensuring equitable access to the benefits of technology, to using technology as a platform to address some of the biggest challenges that this next generation is facing.
Congratulations, this is great, and we're so happy to have you as part of this team.
Really, thank you for all the work you're doing. It's huge. It's making an enormous impact.
It was like young people were empowered and emboldened to say things to me online that they would never say to me in person.
Okay, so we're teaching kids to say things to strangers online that they would normally never say in person. As far as human interaction goes, we're just gonna get rid of it. Yeah. Let's just get rid of it. Like, no more talking this one-on-one. That's over with. Look how happy Harry is with this.
Well, he doesn't understand what's happening.
Being raised in England, he's used to being out in the fresh air in the countryside, talking with his mates and hanging out. Right now, he's talking to a bunch of kids who would rather sit in a dark room and talk to people on the internet. I mean, this is where we're at.
They're talking to people like Jigsaw on the internet.
It's Jigsaw.
That's what they're doing right now, man.
Vision was.
Can we actually stop the cyberbullying at the source with the cyberbully via a behavioral approach that...
So
that's so original.
They want to take the cyberbully and they want to rehabilitate the cyberbully.
Yeah.
The problem is they're telling you who the bully is and who the bully isn't, and they're trying to be the ones to
facilitate
and say, this is what's wrong and this is what's right. Who are you to say that?
Yeah.
It's taking away free speech. It's taking away everything.
Actually teaches young people to pause and rethink.
This is amazing. This is exactly why we do what we do. This is exactly why the Youth Power Fund was created. Thank you.
Wait, what?
I knew you'd like
Sorry.
that.
Harry, what exactly do you do? Is the question. And look at Megan's face while he's talking.
She doesn't like that.
Yeah, she's a
Yeah.
wait. This is what we dedicate our whole lives
Oh
to.
my
This.
God,
This
this
is
is-
what we do.
This is why I trash my family and
This
left the
is-
royal family.
This is why I live in a $14 million mansion. This is why I
God.
do it.
What a light bulb moment.
I mean, wow.
finally.
Finally, I know what I do.
This is what I do, and this is why I did it all. This is why I did
This
it
is
all.
it.
For doing everything that you do. Our kids especially are incredibly grateful.
They don't know it yet,
They don't know it yet.
but they will.
So good to talk to you.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks, Erin.
Have a good
Take
one.
care. Bye.
Bye.
That was painful to watch.
Yeah.
Painful to watch.
So let's.
She does that,
figure
and she
out-
at the end, Megan does that. Bye. God, she's so fake.
Yeah, so she does this in pretty much everything. So Hope Lab, I went to their website, and of course it's a bunch of, word salad crap. Social innovation to advance youth mental health. Stop messing with children's mental health unless you are a licensed therapist and the parent or guardian is taking them to the doctor. Do not put it on a website and have kids click on this crap. This is insane to me.
This is what we call a scam.
So let's see what this organization's all about. And you're going to see a lot of familiar names. The organization was founded and is largely staffed by former employees of major technology companies, major leftist center foundations, including George Soros Open Society Foundations. Wow, we've heard of him before. And Pierre Omidyar and the Ford Foundation have supported CHT. There's nothing wrong with being left of center. Like I said in my other videos, I'm an independent now, but my whole life I was left of center. But the problem with what left of center is doing these days is it's trying to create censorship and control the narrative. And I don't believe people should be treated that way, because people do not need to be spoon-fed what they read and what they learn. It's like we can make decisions for ourselves. We've been doing it for a very long time. And when you and I first started talking about making this page, Stephanie and I, we don't know whether we're Gen X or millennial because we're right on the cusp of that.
Everyone thinks we're millennial.
No.
We're called geriatric millennials.
Geriatric
that's what
millennials,
people
whatever.
call us.
Yeah. So I always said, I go, man, we're the ones who are going to have to save the Gen Zers, because these kids are not wanting to think for themselves. They're not wanting to learn from themselves. Like, it's possible to be a good person and not have Harry and Meghan telling you to do it. So I went over to the Omidyar Group's website, and it says empowering people around the world, founded by Pierre and Pam Omidyar. And it looks like a pretty, cool website, like nothing going on here. I mean, if I was a kid, I'd be like, now this is something I want to be a part of. So who is Pierre and Pam Omidyar? A technology entrepreneur, software engineer, and philanthropist. He's the founder of eBay, not too bad, where he served as chairman from 1998 to 2015. Omidyar and his wife Pamela founded Omidyar Network in 2004. As of 2023, Forbes ranks Omidyar as the 245th richest person in the world, and he's got $8.7 billion. So not a bad deal. Hey, that's great. Let's look more into this Omidyar guy. He has bankrolled groups like the anti-monopoly think tank Open Markets Institute and the digital rights group Public Knowledge Project in the fight against the big tech companies, which he criticizes as overly powerful and destructive to democracy. In February 2021, his network hosted a series of whistleblowing and is now providing financial support to Facebook whistleblower Frances Haugen.
Who is she?
Frances Haugen, She's that whistleblower who got in front of Congress, and we thought she was going to save the day by telling everybody how bad Facebook is. She was the whistleblower. But Wall Street Journal wrote up this piece that said Facebook whistleblower says she wants to fix the company, not harm it. She wanted to completely
big shocker.
Now, again, I'm going to say this again. I'm an independent, but I don't believe in censorship whatsoever. What are your thoughts on censorship?
I don't believe in it either.
Yeah, I don't. After Matt Taibbi blew up the Twitter files, I was like, we don't need people to hold our hands when it comes to the internet. This is so stupid.
But I believe children should have.
Oh, no, children 100%.
I thought you meant like overall.
Frances Hagan wants adults too.
Okay,
See, so we find out later after she goes in front of Congress that Frances Hagan is super left. She's given to Democratic organizations. Again, no big deal, to each his own. But don't make policy and don't try to tell us what to do. It's like, it's not your job to do that. So Ben Shapiro got involved, and you can say what you want. I don't agree with a lot of his politics, obviously, when it comes to abortion and all that stuff. But the guy does have a brain, and he's sometimes on the money. And Shapiro wasn't shy about admitting to the stakes. In the video posted to his Facebook page, he said, if Facebook gets shut down or gets restricted by the federal government, the outlets that are going to suffer are not the New York Times, CNN, or MSNBC. The outlets that are going to suffer are all the competitive brands coding his language, brands run by himself and his peers, and pretty much any independent outlet that you like watching now. So the problem is these think tanks that Harry and Meghan are involving themselves in, they have absolutely no solutions. They basically want to just censor a certain side of the aisle, which is the right side of the aisle, and whoever is against them. Meghan does not like being criticized. Harry does not like being criticized. Harry didn't even know what the First Amendment was until he moved to the United States. And now he's completely baffled by it.
Well, Harry doesn't believe in freedom of speech.
No, he doesn't. All these think tanks that Archwell is involving their name to, they're not giving any money because they don't have any money, but they're giving their name to are all behind the scenes trying to censor certain groups of people. And I personally don't believe that.
Titles, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, and now this is what they're lending their name to.
I know.
It's like this is where we become. I mean, they could be doing so much more for this world.
Everything that they have been involved with since coming to America has to do with censorship. If you look behind that fatherhood initiative, now this Hope Lab, if you look at everything they're involving themselves in, it all has to do with censoring. And this is crazy, I mean, to me, because this is not, I mean, and we've talked about this in our lives where you're like, well, they're going to go back to the royal family. There's no way they can go back at this point. They're far too far into politics. I mean,
but take away politics, I'm still going to stand by my guns.
Well, I'm sure they want to go back
and say that King Charles is not going to turn his back on his son. So I
don't think he should turn his back on his son. He needs to reprogram his son and get
That's
Meghan
what I
the hell
meant.
away.
That's what I meant.
Get them away. I mean, look at her face. And you're right. Look at his. It's so absent of any joy, of any.
It's just forced.
It's just so
It's
forced. I really don't think he knows what he's talking about. Like even why he's calling this person. Her agenda is to create censorship because that's the only way she's going to get out of this mess and be a part of this crusade to the change makers of speech.
Good luck to that.
Yeah, good luck in America, guys. Good luck with that one.
Good luck with that one.
So we hope you enjoyed that. I just kind of wanted to critique that video and talk a little bit about the group that they were involving themselves with. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more.
There'll be a lot more
There's
because then these people will, shun them away and then they'll have to go to something else. So.
Today's dog rescue we're doing all week. It's Stacy Hope Rescue. They've been doing amazing work all over the southwest of the United States because of all the heat that's getting hit. So if you can give them some love, that would be great. If you can't, can you please just share their information with friends and family and let them know what a great organization they are.
Adopt a dog.
Adopt a dog
Foster
today.
a dog.
Foster
a cat, kitten.
Yeah. We will have Sex in the City. Stephanie's not done with her
Not
rundown
done with
yet.
that yet. I started it and then I passed out from the boring nature of the story. Drink a couple cups of coffee.
Yeah.
And 3 shots of espresso, and I might be able to get
maybe
through it.
A couple shots of tequila too.
Yeah, maybe. And some jolts to the head.
Okay. Thanks, guys. We'll see you
Bye.
soon. Bye.